Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another LEGO Room Update. It's Jordan here. Today I'm going to be taking care of a project that I've been meaning to take care of forever. And it involves a mass amount of LEGO, like I'm talking a ton of LEGO, specifically 2x LEGO bricks. And said bricks have actually been cycled throughout this LEGO room quite a few times. They used to wrap around this pillar right here. And then I removed them from the pillar and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna build a skyscraper that goes around this pillar, and I haven't done that yet. It's on my to-do list, and I promise you, I'm gonna get it done soon. Like, I was thinking of doing that this week, but before I do that, I wanna take care of my brick project. And the bricks actually used to be on that back wall there where you see all of those epic Star Wars sets. Yeah, they were on that wall. I used to have that wall covered from like pretty much floor to ceiling in bricks. It was crazy. Who remembers that? We had this mounted on the wall. That was super cool. But what I want to do today is take all of the bricks from that wall or from that beam and reallocate them to the side of this cabinet right behind Santa Claus. Because I think when you come down the stairs, for example, if I back up here and you see a giant wall of bricks there, it's gonna be like, oh, that's cool. There's a giant wall of bricks when you walk into the LEGO room. It just sort of makes sense. So I mainly wanna build the wall using 2x4 bricks. I've got this entire drawer right here that didn't wanna come out. And then I have another massive drawer right over here. So I'm gonna use all of those, and then another little drawer right here. So we should have enough bricks to take care of this project. And I've also received a ton of name bricks in fan mail, and there they all are. I've been holding on to these for this project for too long, and we're gonna use these all today. In addition to all of the handwritten name bricks, I also have these ones here, which represent my first members ever on the channel. That is a lot of members. Wow, thank you everybody, that is so cool. So I had an old membership perk that when you became a member of the channel, I put your name on this little label here, and we put you on the pillar, which supported the ceiling in the LEGO room. And then when I took that down, I put all of those bricks in this bin. I was like, I'm gonna reuse them on the side of the cabinet, and I wanna keep all of my original members' names on the wall, like on the brick wall. So those are also gonna be used in this project. So I'm just hoping that this here is enough brick to creep up the side of this entire cabinet from floor to pretty much ceiling. And you know what? I actually started filming this video here before I even placed Chewbacca in the LEGO room. That's why you didn't see him with all the Star Wars sets over there. Approximately 1,863 bricks later, the panels are pretty much ready to be installed. 207 layers of bricks, which are 9 bricks wide. And of course that number varies because sometimes these are 2x6s or 2x3s or 2x2s. And there's little 1x2s put in there or 2x3s, etc. But look at that. Doesn't that look cool? Finally, the panels have been made. So it is like one giant panel, right? And then there's one giant panel with all of the names. So those are all the labels of all the original members. Pretty cool. If you see your name, let me know by commenting below. And then we also have all of the name bricks. These are all the ones that I received in fan mail. Sorry about the noises in the background there, kids moving around. But all these bricks were received in fan mail. And if you want your brick to be added to this, well, you know where to mail it. Check out the description below. We can add it to it. This would be pretty neat. What I can do now is just take bricks off the bottom panel, which will be this one. And then as more name bricks come in, I'll add them to the top panel. So then we have an ever-changing wall of bricks on the side of that Billy bookcase. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to install this, because obviously I can't really just like lean it against the wall. That's not really going to work. So I'm going to have to secure it somehow to the side of the cabinet. I honestly think that I'm just going to use command strips. Like, why not? These hang LEGO art like no problem. Pretty much all of my art in the LEGO room is hung using those. So I've got 6 pairs. I think that's gonna do the trick, because all these have to do is hold this up against the cabinet, because it's gonna be sitting on the ground, so gravity is sort of its friend. And I think those are gonna do the trick. So is this going to be sketchy? I would say it's pretty sketchy because what I did was actually connect the two huge sections. And now I'm going to try and install it. But you can see command strip set number 1, number 2, and number 3 near the top there. So I guess I'm going to try and install it as one big panel. If I have to split it in the middle and install it as separate sections, then I can do that. I probably should do that, but let's give this a try. All right, you're on top of the stairs there. Should probably get my wife to come help me. But the plan is to just hoist this thing up and see if I can do it on my own before I pull those command strips. I can use the wall. It's my friend to help me out. Thinking if I just pick this thing up, you can hear my kids wailing. Whew! Holy Toledo. Yeah, and then literally I'll just command strip it like that. And that should be just perfect. If I have to add more command strips, I can definitely do that. I'm gonna go help Jose with the kids because they don't sound happy. So we're gonna have to pause the production for a moment here. Cool. Pretty excited about that. Millie, what is wrong? And Benjamin, where the heck are your pants, dude? Millie, I love your outfit. Hey? Yeah, it's bath time for these kiddos. Benjamin's already ready. He's got no pants on. No tails, Millie. You be careful with the kitty. So here goes nothing. I think Mrs. Bricksie and I are up for the task. It's pretty sketchy, but there's a lot of clutch power there, right? A lot of 2x brick. And those command strips are actually doing a pretty good job. They're like really sticky, and they're the heavy duty ones that use like Velcro, and they can hold up to like 18 pounds when in pairs of 4. But once again, we've got gravity on our side. This thing is essentially sitting on the floor. So there we go, everybody. It's finally done. Yes, the Lego wall when you walk into the basement, right? Or into the Lego room, I should say. I'm pretty fired up on that. That's sweet. And I think the command strips are doing a pretty good job. Maybe I should have added a couple more command strips. Or what I could have done is just built this out, maybe like 1 or 2 studs, and then had a brick wrap around and sort of cling on to the cabinet. I could still do that, but I think it's pretty sweet. But one thing about the Billy cabinets is they actually lean slightly backward against the wall. So in order to have this flush, like all the way down, it has to be at that slight angle as well. It's like ever so slight, you can barely tell, but this brick right here actually isn't making contact with the ground. So that sort of makes it a little bit sketchy. If it does fall over, well then I guess I just have to rebuild it and reattach it. There is a little bit of a gap there just because that's the thickness of the command strip. So there's one command strip, and there's another one right there, and then another one right there. So when you push on it, you just got to make sure you push it on the command strip, because if I push it here, it's got a little bit of a flex to it, and that could jeopardize the structure of the whole wall. So I just got to be a little bit careful where I'm pushing on that. But yeah, it feels good to get this done. Now we've got the name bricks and all of the label bricks as well of the original members, and then a bunch of colorful bricks right there, which will be the backdrop of Santa Claus. So that's pretty epic. So I'm glad that that's done, and my next project is actually going to be, like I mentioned earlier in this video, working on the skyscraper that goes around the pillar. In fact, I've already started working on that, and this is my template right here. So I'm going to start installing this, I think, tomorrow. The beam is going to go right there, so I've just got to come up with the right plate dimensions that's going to work, and then build floors like this and sort of stack them on top of each other and come up with some sort of ground floor lobby as well. But I'm pretty excited about that design. I think it'll look pretty cool going around that beam there. Definitely a lot better than a white beam, right? And then we've got this many bricks remaining, like a ton, right? That is a huge amount of bricks. It barely took any to produce. That's because there's so many name bricks and label bricks, which is amazing. Thank you so much. That's so cool. Everybody, make sure you stay tuned because I'm gonna be building that skyscraper tomorrow, and I'm pretty excited about that. And we've got a wall full of color. Come on down in the Lego room, see some color, then see some more epic Lego, right? What was it, 1,863 bricks or something crazy like that? There we go. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff. And farewell.